And if you are in Europe, don't think that you are better than the people back home. The richest Nigerians live in Nigeria, okay?
Repeat that word again.
The richest Nigerians
Eh,
live in Nigeria, okay?
really?
Yes. Don't think that you are in Europe, you are better than people in Nigeria. No. It's just an opportunity you being here. And if you cannot utilize the opportunity being here, even the person you live in your own community, like the deepest of the village in Nigeria, will be better than you. Okay?
Changing the narratives with Mr. B.
What's up?
I'm fine, bro.
How's life now?
Alhamdulillah.
You look great.
You too.
Nice to meet you, sir.
Nice to meet you.
All right. I'm just going to ask you one or two questions.
Yeah.
And I believe through this interview, a lot of people are going to learn. We are
Alright.
doing this just for educational purpose.
Okay.
To also share from our own life experience to educate people out there
Okay.
about our life experience in general, the advantages and disadvantages of living here in Europe.
Okay.
All right. Okay. Before I come back to give you a minute for you to introduce yourself to the audience, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to you all my great viewers, depending on the place you are watching us from. We are back again with another episode of this program, Changing the Narratives, saying it the way it is in the city of Rome. We are here with one of our big brother. We are just here to share from his own experience here. Please, as we do say, hold tight to the end of this broadcast, and we bet you are not going to have any regret at all. And you can get the fullness of it if only you can hold on till the end. And without wasting much of your time, let us turn to our big brother as he introduces himself to you. Please, can you introduce yourself to them?
Yeah,
Just
like
introduce yourself to them.
okay, I'm from Nigeria, definitely Edo State,
Ah.
Isaka West Local Government, Agbede precisely.
Wow. The name?
Yeah, Mohammed.
Mohammed.
Mohammed,
Nice
yeah.
to meet you on this program, Mohammed.
You're welcome.
All right. So, to start with, sir, like how long have you been here now?
I've been in Italy, I've been in Europe 9 years now.
9 years.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. Okay. Like in these 9 years that you've been here now, like how many countries have you been to?
A lot, a lot,
A lot.
a lot. We think yeah, a lot.
Like which and which can you?
Yeah,
figure out
well,
which?
I've been to France,
Okay.
Germany,
Okay.
and Switzerland, Luxembourg, Netherlands. Well, I've been Greece. Yeah, I live in Greece for 2 years. For 2 years.
Okay. In all of these countries that you have listed out now, like, okay, here is your base anyway.
Definitely, Italy is my home in Europe. Yeah.
Now, in all of this country, knowing that here is your base,
Yeah.
but if, for instance, they want to give you an opportunity to say, okay, among this country, choose your favorites. The ones you know that, okay, economy-wise, hustling-wise, and in terms of general life, the comfort of life in general. So, which one would be your favorite, and also can able to recommend for people?
Well, it depends on where you call your favorite. You know, like everybody has their own favorite of where they wish of living or where they thought of living. But definitely, I've lived in different places in Europe, both in Africa. But Switzerland is my best place. Yeah, I would love to live and yeah, Switzerland.
So, why do you choose Switzerland?
Well, every human being really has their own way of how they feel around people.
Okay.
Swiss is just like the US of Europe
Okay.
to me basically, because Swiss, I really love the freestyle, the life over there. Things are not really simple over there, but Swiss is just a place I really love since I've been living around in Europe. Switzerland is the best for me.
Okay, in terms of job opportunity, comparing Swiss and Italy, which one is which one has much higher job opportunity to you?
Job opportunity, I believe Switzerland, if you have the document in Switzerland, you will not choose to work in Italy or nearby country. You will prefer to work in Swiss because of the payment and the opportunity. The way they work over there, it's not like kill and die, you know.
Okay.
So they pay good. And I think there are still people living in Italy. They will prefer Italy. Depends
Okay.
on the type of job they are doing.
Okay.
But Switzerland is the best to me. Yeah,
Okay, now you have Italian document, right?
definitely. Yeah.
Okay, now you live in Swiss.
Yeah.
Can you, by experience, tell us that Italian document you can use it to work in Swiss? Is it possible?
Yeah, it's possible. Depends on the document you have, you know. I think if you have a document, the logo, which is Carta of 10 years, I
Okay.
think there are some jobs you can still do in Swiss. And if you have Italian passport, there are still jobs you can do in Swiss. You know, it just depends on what you're
The type
doing.
of
Yeah,
document.
yeah, the type of document you have and the type of job, type of work you can do. You know, I just think it depends.
Okay, like the one of like 2 years document or 5 years document is
No, I don't think that can work in Swiss. I don't think that. No.
hmm,
I don't think. I don't think. But if somebody really want to know the type of document he has and where he can work, I think there are those immigration lawyer. You can easily like ask question, go
okay.
search. You know, educate yourself on the type of document you have and what you know you can do with it and things like that. But I'm not too much good in that. Okay,
Okay,
yeah,
all right, all right. Okay, the other question I would like you to also help us to figure out here is you've been here quite short.
yeah,
I believe you have your own documents.
definitely,
Okay, there are a lot of us here in Europe here who doesn't having this issue of
okay,
documentation, maybe over years, some 5 years, 10 years, as it is maybe 15 years. You understand?
yeah,
Okay, now because of lack of document, they cannot visit home.
okay,
You understand? And due to that, they are working. You understand? Any money,
yeah,
finding a way. I know it's difficult for one to work without document, but in one way
yeah,
or the other, you must survive. Out of
definitely,
the little that they are having or getting, they also like putting their trust, investment in someone's hand in Nigeria or in Africa in general,
yeah.
helping them to carry it out. You understand me? And we've seen a lot of people due to that. It can only be through photos or video that they can tell you what they are doing for you.
Yeah,
You understand? And at the end, we see a lot of suicidal issues at the end, no carrying out those projects that they propose or trying to tell us it was good. To you, is it a good idea for you to be in Europe, putting a project in someone's hand to be carried out for you?
well, I think that question just has to be by individual, you know. Like, what I have to say about that is that I too still have a lot of stories from people, but I just believe it depends on the people you left back home. It depends on your relative, brother, wife, dad, husband, like the person that you are dealing with, like the person that you have that courage. For you to have courage and send money to somebody for project, definitely that person is closer to you. Okay, and there are people you can send money to in Africa. They will just do exactly 100% of what you send that money for. And there are people you can send money to, they will not do that. But I just believe it depends on the people you have. Yeah.
Oh, okay, sir. Lastly, sorry, let
Okay.
me quickly
Yeah.
ask
Yeah.
this.
Yeah.
Today, a lot of Africans, people in Africa, whenever their wife conceive or they want to give birth,
Yeah.
their own dream
Yeah.
is to send them to Europe to come and have their baby.
Yes.
You understand me? Just because of one benefit or one thing or the other.
Okay.
You understand? But today, we that are here, we've seen a lot of Africans here with both parents having their children here and at the end sending their children to Africa. You see,
Yes, I
you
understand.
understand me now?
Yes, I understand.
Why they are here? Is it a good idea for you?
Well, it depends on the people. First of all, if you are in Africa, like you want to give birth to a child, and it's good if you secure uh, document for your child in other country, mostly because of the problem we are having. So, like Nigeria, to have a visa now is very difficult. But sending your kids back home, I think the best place to really train your kids is from your own country, from your own home. Which sending your kids to Nigeria is still a very, very
Idea
good idea.
to you.
Yes, to me,
Okay.
it's a very good idea. They just have to have that train, that blood, that understanding of where they came from. Like,
Mm.
this is my root. This is how my people live.
Mm.
Yes, I
So
think it's a
which
good
is
idea. Depend on the
like you
person.
now, can you say your child where you and your wife is in?
Well, my kids are in Nigeria. Okay,
So,
so not
so you
because
are
they
not far
are.
from what we are
No,
discussing.
I'm not far
Okay,
from them. My
okay.
kids are in
You are just
Nigeria.
talking maybe based on experience and
Yes,
Okay.
yes, experience, and I just feel generally it's still very good just to like train your kids from Nigeria.
Mm.
I think so. If you are from Nigeria,
Yeah.
just train your kids from Nigeria. When they grow up, and even if they are citizens over here or things like that, let them just have that culture and tradition of where they really came from.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Okay. What would be your one last word of advice to the people that will be coming across this video, due to all that we've discussed since in
Okay.
regards to?
Okay.
Okay.
One thing is that
Okay.
can still tell your viewers
All right.
there is nothing like home.
Okay.
Nigeria, to me, has a economic problem. We have bad politicians. We had bad things. But I want Nigeria to understand that. Yeah, still in Europe, the Italy we are now
Mm.
is still more corrupt. It's just that their corruption is big hidden than our own. Like for us, you understand me?
Okay.
And if you are in Europe, don't think that you're better than the people back home. The richest Nigeria live in Nigeria. Okay. Uh,
Repeat that word again.
the richest Nigerians
Eh.
live in Nigeria. Okay?
Really?
Yes. Don't think that you are in Europe, you're better than people in Nigeria. No. It's just an opportunity you being here. And if you cannot utilize the opportunity being here, even the person you live in your own community, like the deepest of the village in Nigeria, will be better than you. Okay? The opportunity for Nigeria is still in Nigeria. Okay? We are just living here just to like experience other things, like make other way. But Nigeria is still the best country for Nigeria.
Mm.
You understand? So I think, yeah, that's why I have